counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Murray with a 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. 180.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Got him in. He finds Sanders. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a 1st.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
180. Hey, gun. 43.
A 1st carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll run with Drake. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014, and remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, and the catch made by Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got 3 down. Hey, watch 13, watch 13.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A nice little juke. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 180. 21, 21. 43 is the mark, boy. 40. Go. 43.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Counter play, Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Screen play, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come out here in the I.
Line 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. Johnson's got it complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
65. Kill.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Check 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch twist. Watch twist.
First down, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's second and inches at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
15 for the Niners there to first down.
First down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brings up third and 10.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more? The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Zoo! Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And a pass complete here to Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Rodney Gunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
21, 21.
58, come on, 58.
Hey, Charlie!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Murray going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here we go. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. There's Garoppolo to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 72 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Man open, it's Goodwin. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Wait.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Right back to Drake. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for the Cardinals, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.